Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a special video on Fortnite Current Affair, also known as FCA. So this FCA is Fortnite 1 for the month of June. As you know that we have two FCA every month, every fortnight. So this is the first FCA. And this is a initiative where I used to tell you 10 most important news comprehensively that is very important for your prelims and mains examination. So if you have missed any of the news, make sure you understand it here because these news for the entire fortnight would contribute a lot in your examination. So the coverage of this initiative include the Hindu, Indian Express and the PIB. So this is the reason we call it a comprehensive analysis covering the each and every aspect that is relevant for your examination. So let's see the topic that under the discussion. These are the list of the topic. So I'm not reading out the entire topic. You can just pause this video. You can read it out. Some important topic like BIS, SDO recognition schemes, Lakshadweep draft law and controversies, financial aid under midday meal scheme. So 10 important news that was relevant in the entire fortnight. So we'll understand each news one by one. Before I proceed, those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. You can like this video. If you find it useful, if you find it to be relevant for the examination, do not forget to give a thumbs up. The first news, the discussion, that is BIS SDO recognition scheme, the Bureau of Indian Standard. We'll see what are the important of this news and how it can be relevant for your prelims examination. So recently, the Research and Design Standard Organization of Indian Railway has become the first institution to be declared as SDO. SDO क्या होती है? Standard Developing Organization, right? Under the One Nation, One Standard mission. So this is a great achievement for this organization under the mission of BA. RDSO took as an initiative to seek recognition as a standard developing organization under BISA SDO recognition scheme. So this scheme itself can be very important for a prelims examination and a direct question possibly asked. Now, what is Research, Design and Standard Organization? This is the sole research and development wing of the Ministry of Railway. Ministry of Railway के अंदर काम करती है, and it is one of the India's leading standard formalization bodies undertaking standardization work for railway sector situated in Lucknow in the Uttar Pradesh. Right? So this is all about research, design and standard organization. Now talking about some of the important features that you must know. So the idea of one nation, one standard mission was first conceived in 2019. तो उसको start किया गया था 2019 में, and it was envisioned on the line of one nation, one ration card. As we have already the type of scheme which is taking place in the country. So in line of that, we have one nation, one standard mission, right? And this aims to ensure the quality of products in the country. To attain the one nation one standard vision, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने BIS के साथ मिलकर स्कीम को लॉन्च किया था टू प्रोवाइड अ रिकॉग्निशंस ऑफ द SDO. Now the recognition is valid for 3 years. जो initial validity होगी that would be for 3 years and it will require renewable after completion of validity period. So once the entire tenure has been completed, it would be further subject to the renewal, and if the parameters are met, it would be again provided that award. ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या क्या हैं इस तरह के मिशंस के, स्कीम्स किस तरह के इंपॉर्टेंट क्राइटेरिया के. सो एग्रीगेटिंग एंड इंटीग्रेटिंग एग्जिस्टिंग कैपेबिलिटी इज द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट थिंग. डेडिकेटली स्पेसिफिक एक्सपर्टीज अवेलेबल होती है फॉर द वेरियस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन द कंट्री एंगेज्ड, and the main idea is to develop one template of standard for each given products, right? The other important objective includes enable convergence of all standard developed activities in the country, which would be subject to called as one nation standard and one subject. Now, this will help in stabilizing long run brand in India और ये ensure करेगी कि जो market relevance है वो Indian standards पे काम करे. So these are some of the important objectives. Now, Niti Aayog SDG Index 3.0, one of the important news this year, and possibly a question is expected both in prelims and mains examination. So you can expect question in prelims and mains examination, and the important fodder point can be also used in the essay paper. So Niti Aayog has released the third edition of Sustainable Development Goal India, and this index is this is the third report that is being released by the Niti Aayog. So this is an Indian version of SDG goals. So according to the index, India saw a significant improvement in Sustainable Development Goal, जहाँ पे clean energy, urban development and health is also related. And this index was developed by the Global Consultative Process, जहाँ पे holistic development जो SDG के 17 goals हैं, जिसके deadline 2030 है, उस सारे जो parameters हैं उन पे काम करने की कोशिश की गई थी. However, there have been major decline in the area. कुछ ऐसे areas हैं जिनमें गिरावट देखी गई. They have a downfall. So that include industries, innovations, infrastructure, and work economy and economic growth. Why we have seen decline in this region? Because of the COVID, right? Because of the COVID-19, this were not actually function, and the reason of the lockdown, because of the lockdown in the entire country, these sectors have not performed well. Now, state performances की बात करें, so the top state ranker again the Kerala has positions the top, making this index 75 है. मैं आपको एक index भी दिखाऊंगा, well you will easily able to understand, followed by Himachal Pradesh with 72, right? So these are some of the state. I'll just show you a graph which will help you understand it more easier. So these are the top 12 state with the performances. I'll just read out the state names that include Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Karnataka, Goa, and Sikkim, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Uttarakhand, and Punjab. If you talk about bottom 5 states, the worst performing states would be Bihar, Jharkhand, Arunachal, Meghalaya, and UP and Assam. Right. So precisely talking about states like Jharkhand and Arunachal Pradesh, why this state are also performing very less. This can be also analytical question that can be asked in an examination. So there are many aspects that you can cover. You can quote that being a poor state, that they do not have special allocation from the centers, and there are many other criteria which is not being fulfilled by the state, and corruption is also one of the important issues. So if a question arises, you have to cover each and every segment of that. Now top UTs, अगर UTs में performance की बात करें, चंडीगढ़ has topped, पुडुचेरी, दादर and नगर हवेली, लक्षद्वीप, Delhi, Andaman, Nicobar, Daman and Diu, right? So Delhi is again ranked 5th. Now this is a infograph which will help you understand goal-wise performances and this state. If you talk about no poverty, so Tamil Nadu has topped it. If you talk about the gender equality, Chhattisgarh is the state. So I'm not reading out entire. What you can do, you can pause this video and you can take a screenshot of it. And I feel many of you must be having this cutting of the newspaper. If you're reading physical paper or if you're reading a digital format, you must have this because this was published in the Hindu, right? If not, I'm reading some important, like talking about the climate change, Odisha, life below water, again, Odisha, life on land, Arunachal Pradesh, peace and strong institution, Uttarakhand. So this graph is again very important. UPSC आपसे इनमें से किसी ग्राफ पे भी एक स्टेट्स के बारे में पूछ सकती है, स्टेट्स के नाम चेंज करके भी पूछ सकती है कि किसने टॉप किया किसने नहीं किया. टॉकिंग अबाउट गुड हेल्थ एंड वेलबींग, गुजरात हैज टॉप्ड इट, राइट? सो मेक श्योर हर गोल के जो स्टेट्स जिन्होंने टॉप किया उनके बारे में आपको पता हो, राइट? Now, panel to fix minimum wage, national floor wage. This is again one of the important decisions that government has taken. Post पेंडेमिक के बाद जो रिकवरी की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, ये जो डिसीजन ली जाएगी उसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में 2 से 3 साल लगेंगे. बट दिस इज़ अ राइट डिसीजन बिकॉज मेनी पीपल हैव लॉस्ट द बेसिकली उनकी जो एबिलिटी थी टू गेन द रिम्बर्समेंट और एक्चुअल द वेज विच वर नॉट बीन गिवन टू देम. So recently, Ministry of Labour and Employment has constituted an expert group to provide technical inputs, जहाँ पे वो एक फिक्सेशन करेंगे मिनिमम वेजेस की and the national floor for the minimum wages. So this is a second expert committee on minimum wage forming by the government within the last 2 years, right? So पिछले 2 सालों में this is second time that government has formulated this type of committee. And the expert group have been constituted for the period of 3 years. So this group would submit their report like by 2025. Basically, there would be implementation till 2020. They would be submitting within 3 years, and government has to make this so that they will do it. And to arrive a wage, the group is looking into the international practices, कुछ important practices को follow किया जाएगा so that they can come to a conclusion, right? So this is how the wage fixation would be done, and once the report has been submitted, government would adequately implement that, right? So possibly by end of 2024, you can expect that they would submit the report, and by 2025, I said 2025 in the beginning, because this would be the time when this would be implemented. It again takes some years to implement the policy. Now earlier panel recommendations, इससे पहले जो panel बनी थी उन्होंने कुछ अपने recommendations दिए थे, where they have suggested 375 rupees as an per day wages, and if you calculate this will go 9,750 rupees. But this was for the July 2018 price. But although this was not being adopted, national floor level minimum wage की अगर बात करें, so under the new code which government has proposed, code as known as कोड ऑन वेजेस, जिसमें मिनिमम इन्फोर्स की गई है, मिनिमम लेवल जो वेजेस हैं उसके लिए सेंटर ने रिवाइज की थी. एवरी 5 year देयर इज अ रिविजन. वेल द स्टेट फिक्स द मिनिमम वेजेस, और स्टेट जो फिक्स करेगी मिनिमम वेजेस वो सेंटर ने जिस अमाउंट को फिक्स किया है उससे लोअर नहीं हो सकती है. सो द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट हैज एन ऑब्लिगेशन दैट दे हैव टू फिक्स अ फ्लोर विच इज अबव द recommendations of the central government. So the center floor wage which is fixed in 2007 was 176 rupees, and some states have even paid lower than this. But actually if you go by the rules, the state should be doing more than the fixed national floor जो wage है उसके ऊपर रखना है उनको. Now setting up a floor, as I've told you, the existing floor is 178 rupees, only advisory, और जो panel ने suggest किया था for 375. So now let's see what is the recommendation that is coming from the new committee. We expect that they would increase it drastically, considering the fact that many people have lost their livelihood and they need money, and they can only be compensated when we increase the wage of the laborers. So now coming to the other part, that is financial aid under midday meal scheme. This is again a good initiative from the government of India, that they would be providing in cash in lieu of the meals. So the central government has approved proposal to provide financial assistance to 11.8 crore student जो कि direct benefit transfer में जिनको खाना मिलता था, they would be getting the midday meal, and all eligible would be getting a special welfare measures. तो government ने क्या decide किया, they would be providing additional fund of around 1200 crores, right, to the state government and UT for this purposes. How this would be done, allocations of fund की अगर बात करें तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने मिड डे मील स्कीम के लिए इस बार 11,500 करोड़ रुपीस एलोकेट किए हैं. दिस इज द लार्जेस्ट कंपोनेंट ऑफ, इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा अगर पूरी बजट की बात करें, सो द मेजर कंपोनेंट्स गोज टू द कुकिंग कॉस्ट which covers the price of ingredients such as pulses, vegetables, cooking oil, salts and condiments. So these are how the fund is being bifurcated. Now cash in lieu of midday meal, they would be definitely getting a cash. So center has decided कि उनको cash दिया जाएगा बच्चों को in terms of in lieu of midday meal in some places and dry rations to the other, where this is not being provided जहाँ पे इस तरह से bottleneck से because of the lockdown. Dry ration is again a logistic problem that government is facing. So what they are trying, that they would be giving a cash. So cash of 100 rupees each to children studying in class 1 to 8. 1 से 8 स्टैंडर्ड के बच्चे, उनको 100 रुपीज़ दी जाएगी, who would be benefiting the मिड डे मील. बट दिस अमाउंट इज़ वेरी लेस. द एक्सपर्ट और ऑफ द ओपिनियन जो फूड राइट एक्टिविस्ट हैं, उनका कहना है कि ये बहुत ही इनसफिशिएंट फंड है, इससे बच्चों की जो न्यूट्रिशनल सिक्योरिटी है वुड नॉट बी कवर्ड, राइट. So considering the fact at today's inflation, I personally feel that 100 rupees is again very low. It should be at least 500 rupees. Now expert suggestions, experts are of the opinion कि जो government ने enhance take किया है home rations को, that include eggs. So this is expert suggestions कि government को इन सारी चीज़ों को भी include करने की ज़रूरत है apart from pearls, rices and other thing. So what suggestion is coming, जो home rations हैं उनमें government को eggs, vegetables, fruits, dal and chanas, oil would be given so that they could have a better nutritional security. And with appropriately, those who school ऐसे हैं इंडिया में 200 school, their children are getting some like 900 and 1300 annually, right? So this again should be taken into consideration. कुछ और ऐसे अमाउंट को इंक्रीज करके उनको फाइनेंशियली एड की जा सकती है. Now, food norms under the midday meal, if you talk about per child in the grams, this is a graph which will help you understand कि हर standard में बच्चों को कितनी allocations की जाती है. So for primary classes, this is left hand side we have primary classes detail, and the right hand side we have upper primary classes. So the food grain is 100 grams here. Here is 150 grams, pulse is 20 gram, you have 30 grams. Vegetables 50 grams, here 75 grams. Oil and fats 5 gram, here 7.5 grams. So these data are from the Ministry of Resource and Development, which is nowadays Ministry of Education. Now, National Award for Recycling Carbon Technology, again something which is very important for your prelims examination. So a Bangalore-based startup has received the National Award for the Technology Development Board, जहाँ पे they would be developing a commercial solution for the conversion of carbon dioxide to chemical and fuels. So this is again a very good technology that will help to reduce the overall carbon dioxide. So the startup has received funding under the Nano Mission. So this can be a possible question. What is Nano Mission? So make sure you have the factual knowledge of this mission. Now some key points जो startup है, they would be developing an efficient catalyst जहाँ पे methodology adopt की जाएगी so that there is a conversion of carbon dioxide to methanol and other chemicals, right? So एक procedures wise this can be again a very important point for the prelims. Now it has led to the improvisions of process engineering that would enhance the productions chemical. Anthropogenic CO2 जो है that would be again converted, जिसमें anthropogenic की अगर बात करें coal, natural gases, these are the steel industry, cement industries and chemical industries. Now it has integrated multiple components जहाँ पे carbon capture, utilization और sequestering तीनों process को एक साथ किया जाएगा. If you want to understand it well, what you can do, you can watch a small video on YouTube. You can directly type CCUS. You will get a video, animated video that will help you understand कि किस तरह से carbon sequestering होती है. I cannot put that videos because that would be subject to a copyright issue. That is the reason I have not put it in the video. If you want, you can check the videos, right? So to develop a complete solution of the environmental issues to the global warming. Now carbon sequestering utilization है क्या? जिस तरह से sequestering हो रही है, carbon capture, utilization and sequestering. So it is a process जहाँ पे carbon dioxide emissions को from the other sources like coal, filter power plants and either reused or would not be using into the atmosphere. It cannot enter into the atmosphere. Or carbon dioxide is a geological formation that include oil, gases reservoir, unibal seams, deep saline reservoir structures, जैसे कि crude oil, natural gases, brine, carbon dioxide over millions of years, right? So this is all about the carbon capture, sequestering, utilization and sequestering. Now, RBI global and domestic economic outlook. During the pandemic, this type of report is very important and it aims to counter the overall deteriorated growth of the economy. According to the latest report by the Reserve Bank of India, their annual report has been released to talk about the global and domestic economic outlook, which has actually been downturn. The extreme uncertainties बताई गई है, where down risk has also been highlighted. So because of the pandemic, there are some surges in the parameter like new wave of the COVID-19 infections, mutant strain of the virus, slow pace of the inoculation in several part of the world. जो vaccination की process है वो काफ़ी slow है and vaccine protectionism, right? Now जो annual reports है by the RBI, that is durable revival of the private consumptions and investment, and it would be crucial and critical for sustaining the economic growth. It also says, the report also highlight that it expects that the global crude oil prices would be remain volatile for near term. So for entire year, we can see the fluctuation in the petrol prices. Now the RBI has cautioned the demand supply imbalances which is there in the economy amid the lockdown, and this continue to exert pressure in the price of pulses and edible oil. We have seen the price of mustard oil, again, right? It is going up. It is costing 200 rupees a liter, which was average around 135 rupees. Now, bad loan concerns. This is again NPA is again a big issues in India. So the Reserve Bank of India has asked to closely monitor the bank bad loan in the wake of the COVID-19. And recently, the Supreme Court has ordered lifting a ban on the classification of non-performing assets. तो waivers की बात की गई है, waivers on compound interest for all loan that has opted for a moratorium. So in moratorium, there was some interest that was being charged. Now that will be also waived off. Now, RBI has stated that the gross non-performing asset ratio as scheduled for the commercial bank would decline to 6.8% by the end of 2020, right? And this is for 8.2 in March 2020. So this is how they would be working, and they would be looking forward to reduced NP in the country. Now, China to allow couple to have third child policy. Now, China has seen that there's a decline in the young population. Because of the reason, they have allowed couples to adopt the three-child policy. So China announced that it will allow couples to have a three-child policy. जो कि उनके census के मुताबिक there's a steep decline in the birth rate of the young people, and decision come after the two-child policy, which failed to boost the birth rate in the country. Now, this is for the first time that China has allowed the couple that they can go ahead legally with a three-child. और चाइना ने स्क्रैप किया था पॉलिसी वन चाइल्ड पॉलिसी को 2016 में, रिप्लेसिंग विद द टू चाइल्ड पॉलिसी, जो कि बाद में अगेन दैट इज नॉट सफिशिएंट. दैट इज द रीजन दे हैव शिफ्टेड टू थर्ड चाइल्ड पॉलिसी. Now, rationale first and the foremost rationale which is given by the Chinese government that said that aims to regenerate the young population, because वहाँ पे जो old age की population है वो high है comparatively to the young age. And Chinese authorities expanded the two-child policy, allow each couple to have three child in the countries to cope up the aging population. And it would be a conducive improving the country's population, जहाँ पे they would be fulfilling the country's strategy, coping up with the aging population, maintaining the advanced endowment of human resources. Now, China के census की अगर बात करें, we have seen Chinese census that is putting in the government age, they say that the Chinese aged 60 above 18.7%. ये China की census है, which was again published in the Hindu. So it says that the population of the end 2020 would be 13.3% in 2020. So पहले ये population 13.3% हुआ करती थी 2010 में. Now it has increased to 18.7%, right? And the people aged between 15 to 59, it was previously it was 70% 2010 में, अब ये घट करके 63.35% हो चुकी है. So again, young population is declining, and the number of down is 894 million to this census, which was dropped by 700 million by 2050. So this is the future projection for 2050. Now this is an infographic graph that will help you understand about the China's birth rate that has fallen in recent year and the total number of China per thousand. So you can see they have adopted one child policy in 1779, and which was again scrapped, and two child policy in 2016 was adopted, and by 2021 you can see they have three child policy, right? So three child policy adopted by China. Lakshadweep draft law and controversy. So this bill was again being controversial in the region also, and it has a long protest in the national. So we'll see what are the important aspects of the news, what the controversy is there. So the latest Lakshadweep Draft Development Authority bill, which has led to the wide objection by the people of Lakshadweep. This redevelopment project include three important laws. First is preventions of anti-social regulation, that is called PASA, animal preservation and regulation, and panchayat regulation. So these are the three important ingredient of the draft Lakshadweep Development Authority regulation. Now Union Home Ministry is still scrutinizing this bill. Once they approve, it will be subject to the approval and it will be finally implemented. Now this is a part of a draft Lakshadweep Development Authority 2001 that has led to the foray of the administration acquiring the land for the public purposes. Now, details of the bill की अगर बात करें, first talking about the PASA, that is prevention of anti-social activities. यहाँ पे administration के पास power होगी that they can detain a person for a period up to 1 year. अगर कोई भी ऐसे offender है adverse effect करते हैं, so to maintain the public order he can be arrested. Now animal preservation रेगुलेशन जो एनिमल की प्रिजर्वेशन है उसको लेकर के रेगुलेशन है. सो दे हैव बैंडेड स्लॉगर ऑफ कॉज, क्लेव्स, बुल एंड बुलॉक्स. So this has raised a concern to the people because Lakshadweep is a non-vegetarian people, mostly are dominated by the non-vegetarian foods, and this would definitely impact their lifestyle. Now, Panchayat regulation disqualifies those with more than 2 children and becoming the Gram Panchayat or member. So this is again a lot of controversy because in India, average population per family is 3 to 4, right? So this drastically cannot be done. It cannot be undone by the people. So two-child policy, having 2 child will allow. If you have 3 child, you would be exempted. You would be restricted to go for the panchayat elections. Now, constitutions of Lakshadweep Development Authority. The main aim is to redevelop that particular region. So this would identify by the administrator, जहाँ पे planning or development की जाएगी by the authorities, and they would lay out the plan for absolute development. Now the authority would incorporate a body corporations जो कि गवर्नमेंट उसमें चेयरमैन अपॉइंट करेगी, टाउन प्लानर ऑफिसर्स होंगे, 3 एक्सपर्ट फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट नॉमिनीज and 2 local authority representation would be there in the Lakshadweep development authorities. This can be a very important question for your case study, right? Case study. So the 3 authorities would be preparing map. जी authorities होंगे, Lakshadweep Development Authority होंगे, उनके जो काम होगी to use a map, carry out the zonal type of land. They would be also proposing the national highway, aerial roads, ring road, major street roads, airport, theatre, museum, etc. So all the development work has to come by the recommendations of Lakshadweep Development Authorities after it is finally being constituted. Now some major concerns. First is the real estate. That's called कि people suspect कि उनके जो ज़मीन है, basically the small land holding would be losing their point because people belong to scheduled caste, and वहाँ के जो सेंसस के मुताबिक उनका ऐसा कहना है कि जो लैंड है that do not have the transferable rights. So Iceland raised a people fear over the migration and massacre, right? So state development concepts such as transferable development right in concerns of overall development would lead to the loss of land to the scheduled caste people. Now forcible relocation and evictions, ये वेस्ट करती है अथॉरिटी को, that can have a prepare comprehensive development plan जहाँ पे वो relocate कर सकते हैं individuals को, and it provide a forceful eviction if put on the onus of the owner. So this would provide enormous power to the district authorities or the management authorities to shift this also, right? So this is a forcible relocations. Now destructions of culture, it is being argued कि जो Iceland community है, that is a long-necked group, or they live in a close proximity with the nature, and this regulation would destroy their way of practicing life and going by generation. This is not new. They are following this regulation for generations. Ecological concerns that say that neither ecological sustained nor socially viable people representative were consulted before the draft. So definitely government has not consulted the people over there. The experts were not being consulted. So this has raised several concerns over the ecological health. Now India UN talk for global vaccine solution. This is something which is very important at this point of pandemic. So the External Affairs Minister, which was on the 5-day visit to US, he would be meeting the UN. He has met UN Secretary General, and some important points regarding the global vaccine was discussed. And the discussion also held on the challenges of India and its neighborhood. Basically by neighborhood I mean China. And जिस तरह से अभी अफगानिस्तान में फोर्सेस की वहाँ से नाटो फोर्सेस की डिप्लॉयमेंट हट रही है, they are disengaging. So that is another concern that was discussed with the meeting. Now agenda of the meeting, the first and foremost is the discussed of the COVID challenges, underlining the importance of finding urgent effective global vaccine solutions or critical to revamp the vaccine supply chain, ensuring greater productions and fair distributions. Now other area of discussion, इसके अलावे और जो जिन चीज़ों पे बातें हुई, that include at least 2-year decades in Afghanistan जहाँ पे adequately protectionism की बात की गई है. Counter-terrorism and radicalization remain the priority in this region, particularly Pakistan, Afghanistan, the region. Now discussions recent development in the Myanmar, because the government in Myanmar is not stable, military has taken the power. Climate change, again the most significant point. Efforts to strengthen the Indo-Pacific cooperation with the Quad grouping. So Quad grouping has emerged to overcome the dominance of China in the Indo-Pacific region and enhance UN multilateral cooperations. And quad grouping is something which is important. It can be asked in the examination that चाइना के पावर को कर्व करने के लिए इंडो पैसिफिक में कौन कौन सी ग्रुपिंग आ रही है. A possible question in the mains examination also. Now, US Central Bank plans for cryptocurrencies, some regulation that is coming from the Central Bank of the United States. Now, US Fed Reserve is issuing a paper that would focus on the benefit risk of the central bank, जहाँ पे डिजिटल करेंसीज है उसके क्या क्या पॉसिबिलिटीज़ हैं, क्या क्या रिपरकशंस हो सकते हैं, क्या फ्यूचर प्रोटेक्शनिज्म लेने की ज़रूरत है. दैट वुड बी दे हैव रेज्ड दिस पेपर टू द पीपल सो दैट दे कैन गिव देयर सजेशंस, and once the comments are received from the people, the US would be deciding and how to go ahead with the cryptocurrencies. It has also taken decisive steps toward issuing own central bank digital currency. वहाँ के यूएस में कहा गया है कि हो सकता है कि सेंट्रल बैंक अपनी डिजिटल करेंसी लेकर के आएगी. नाउ द टाइमिंग ऑफ दिस अनाउंसमेंट इज सिग्निफिकेंट कि जो क्रिप्टो करेंसी की मार्केट है इट इज सफरिंग अ वर्स्ट कर्स ऑन ओवर 12 मंथ. तो इतनी गिरावट कभी भी क्रिप्टो करेंसी में नहीं देखी गई थी. इट वॉज बीइंग कंसिडर्ड एज एन एक्सक्लूसिव डिजिटल करेंसी, बट आफ्टर द यूएस फेड रिजर्व announcement that they would be coming up with their own digital currency, there is a downfall. There's a drastic downfall in the market. Now, US Fed की क्या stand है? US Fed जो US Federal Reserve है, they haven't set any specific plan for the currency. They have just said that they would be planning to come up with a digital currency. Nothing is confirmed yet. So, presented the progress payment technology, जहाँ पे central bank carefully monitor करेगी सारी चीज़ों को before they adopt the actual digital currency, because there are other technological innovation that has to be done. और effective functioning के लिए our economy requires people to faith in confidence, not only but also in the payment network, banks, payment services provider, right? So these are the things are taken into consideration before an economy get converted its currency into digital, because you have to be aware that your people, the mass population, should be digitally aware. There should be basic awareness about how digital currency work. Now, US Fed की जो proposal है, how they would be operationalizing their plan. So US Fed Reserve issues a paper. They would be focusing on the benefit risk of the central bank digital currencies, जो seek करेगी public comment whether it should be going ahead with the plan or not, right? So this is a good that they have at least asked the suggestions from the expert. Let's see how US is moving, because this would be deciding factor for global order, and India would again do something, because we have not legalized cryptocurrency in India. We have banned. Supreme Court has taken note of that, but again we have to see how India take it. So some jurisdiction looking into the cryptocurrency and digital currency. China ने recently अपने financial institution से कहा था कि वो इस चीज़ को मॉनिटर करें कि किसी भी transactions को cryptocurrency में नहीं की जाए. So because of which again the value of cryptocurrency has drastically decreased. Now, this means that the bank and online payment channel must offer client services involved in cryptocurrency. वहाँ पे वो इस तरह की चीज़ों को ऑफर नहीं करेंगे. They would be banned. ये क्रिप्टो करेंसी रजिस्ट्रेशन, ट्रेडिंग और क्लियरिंग सेटलमेंट क्रिप्टो करेंसी में ना की जाए, ऐसा कहना है चाइना का. And China has issued a ban in 2017. They have compared the previous vision with the new rules, expanding the scope and prohibiting the services that include virtual currency and not supported by the real values. So these are some of the regulations that China has come. They have not allowed crypto digital currency in any format in any way, right? Now, what about India? If you talk about this type of important news, it is equally important that you understand. तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने फ्लोट की थी एक बिल को, क्रिप्टो करेंसी एंड रेगुलेशन ऑफिशियल डिजिटल करेंसी बिल 2021, जो कि प्रोहिबिट करती है किसी भी प्राइवेट क्रिप्टो करेंसी को. And this is not under the regulatory framework, and they have launched official digital currency, right? So framework for how to regulate the digital currency in India, and it was to be introduced in the parliament budget session earlier this year, but it was held up as government continued to discuss with the stakeholders. And because of the pandemic COVID-19, the priorities of the government has changed. They are looking more into the vaccination process, which is also not adequate. वो भी sufficient नहीं, वहाँ भी government की failure रही है. But these matters would be definitely take up post COVID-19, right? So this was all about the 10 comprehensive news that I have discussed with you. The most important news, if you have missed any of them, make sure you understand, you understand that well. And if you have any other concern, you can let us know. For time being, I'm signing off. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for listening.